Well, I think right now, the key issue that he wants to stay away from by giving another extension, which will go beyond 2 years now, of unemployment insurance, avoids the question of why do we take something that is a legitimate safety net, i.e. the basic unemployment insurance that employers pay into and employees expect to have some help from it in a case of an occasional unemployment situation. But now as we're moving to the point where we're going toward 3 years, it's going potentially beyond a safety net to a hammock for some people. It goes from a social safety net program to a welfare program.
Yep.
And when I talk with the majority of unemployed workers, they don't want to be on welfare. They want a job. So what do we do to get a job? As opposed to making more social government programs, let's do the things that increase the economy. Let's cut the taxes and cut the unnecessary spending, and let's cut the unnecessary regulation. Let's back government out of the way and back the private sector, job provider, employee, investor into the mix. If we had appropriate health care reform, it would help businesses in their bottom line. If we cut taxes, if we left the Bush tax cuts on and not let them end on January 1, capital gains and inheritance tax repeal, let it stay. We'd foster growth in business and the economy and then jobs, so we wouldn't have to have that safety net that's being extended and extended and extended, which can be a cocoon that wraps people up to the point they don't have any choice other than that. And I think that's where we're going to have to talk, and Mark Schauer and I will talk about that. I don't hold anything against him for feeling compassion toward people that are in tough situations, economic situations. But Mr. Schauer, so you're doing, you did it here in the state legislature. You increased taxes, you increased spending, you increased regulation. You said goodbye to businesses and jobs. You made it more difficult for our lenders to lend. And then you also, here in the federal government, you said you're going to lend even if you shouldn't lend to those people, because we're going to do change agentry. And so now we got people going bankrupt, not able to keep up their mortgages, leaving the homes, leaving the state, the economy going. Mr. Schauer, that's what we need to talk about. Not another 90-day extension for a person who says, I don't want to be extended. I want a job.
In 2012, when Obama gets voted out, the national debt will be, what, 25 trillion?
It could be upwards of that.
What's your plan to take 5 trillion off of that, or 10 trillion off of that?
Well, I think it comes, I can't tell you exact plan to take 5 trillion off it, but it starts by doing the only thing that will ultimately bring that down. That's not increase taxes. It's cut taxes. And it's not simply holding the line on spending, it's cutting spending. It's saying to the bureaucracy, it's saying to government itself, listen, the private sector has gone through a lot of pain. You've gone through some pain, but it's because you've been now pushed in dealing with the services that more and more people need. But we need to turn this economy around, so we cut spending. If that means cut out the Department of Education altogether, we do that.
That can't happen too soon.
It can't happen too soon, but it's not too probable.
I spent 30 years on the school board out here,
Yeah.
and I'm telling you, we don't need, it's terrible.
And George W. Bush, with his No Child Left Behind, well-meaning, but it was wrong. It added another layer of bureaucracy and cost, unnecessary cost, and frustration to teachers who were doing their level best to teach and now had more paperwork to do from the federal, state, and local levels. I tell a story about my daughter-in-law who was a public school teacher in Chicago at the time, before we had the twins. And first year she taught as a permanent substitute, because the teacher in the special ed classroom that she was teaching in, the teacher got up one day, walked out on the hallway, never came back. Literally, never came back. And so they hired Aaron to take that. Been through that?
Darn close.
Hope it's none of you.